Well, hello again, YouTube. James here for Feed Your Beast. And after my last video with the soul shards, I got a few people give me some feedback that you wanted to see some, maybe how to build a nice simple mob trap. So what I've done here today is I've did a little poking around on my map. And this is still in my single player creative world that we're going to do this in, but I found a legit spawner, and let's get started. I'll show you how this works. So turn everything back on here, and I'm going to go in and turn creative mode off. There we go. Alright, so you found a spawner, and this particular one I found is a skeleton spawner. Of course, when you're caving around, you'll telltale sign of the cobblestone. It's the only time you'll find it underground, and the mossy cobble. First thing you want to do, torch that sucker up, get the light levels up nice and high. That way they're not going to spawn on you. And I have not checked this yet. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, got the bacon gun, portal gun. That's actually a really good find. Okay, so we're going to, why am I destroying the stuff in one shot? There we go. Sorry about that. I wanted to not do this. I'm not going to do this 100% legit, but at least as close as possible. Alright, so that's what you want to do when you first found your spawner. And now let's jump on to the second step. Alright, second step you want to do is once you've located your spawner and you blocked it off, is you want to take care of stuff like this. So want to make sure you bring a couple buckets of water down with you. So let's just make this not a issue for us for a bit. And it got a couple of my torches, so let's put those back up. Let's check out and see if that, alright, luckily that seems like it is. Alright, so what we want to do, we want to, I'll use some of this wood here. What we want to do, we want to make sure we're going to get four blocks out in each direction. So we got 1, 2, that would be 3, 4. So we're going to go 4 that way. We've got 1, 2, 3, so just 4 here. That's 4 that way. And we're going to get 4 this way. So that's 2, 3, so I'm going to probably have to put some blocks down over there. And then 4 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the first thing we want to get done. So I'm going to get this knocked out and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got the room dug out. 4 blocks in each direction. I think our ceiling height is actually going to be okay. But one of the things I want to do is go ahead and place some blocks above the spawner. What that's going to do, that's going to keep, once you get your mob spawner up and running, it's going to keep them from spawning on top of the spawner and just standing there. So, good idea. Throw a couple blocks on top of it like that. And so now what we want to do, we want to go down at least 4. I'm just going to scope this out. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we want to go down 4 blocks. So now we're going to dig this floor out, and luckily you haven't ran into any more lava over there. So now that we got the sides, we kind of got the size of our room, let's dig down, and I'll be right back. Right, and again, we've got it all dug out. Now this digging don't really take that long. If you got more than one person helping you out, it even goes even quicker. So we got 4 out each direction from the spawner. There's 3 above it, which should be fine. We've got 4 below. Now comes the important part of, deciding which direction we want to shoot this thing. Now I know I don't want to go this way because there was some lava there. Now in your world, you may want to just, just because of, yeah, you might have your reasons of like a certain direction you want to point or something like that. So we're going to go this way. So to do the next step of it, I'm going to take a bucket of water, and again, you should take 2 down there with you. And this is kind of how your water flow is going to work. And every once in a while, you're going to get this where they come out and spawn on you. There's really not much we can do about that. So this is our center, and try to keep somewhat of a light level in here if I can. Now we're going to take this 1 block back further, but you want to lay your 2 buckets down and chisel out your pattern like so, and then go collect your buckets. Yeah, so everything's going to be funneled right down this direction here. So I'm going to dig a 2 back, 3 tall thing, I think. So what we want to do is we want to take 1 more off of each one of these. Okay, it looks good. I know my buddy Tacos is going to be cussing me at the moment because he's actually the pro at building this. Me, I just follow and learn and have kind of picked up on it. So let me show you how this. Perfect. And this is where we want to start our tunnel up to start elevating them upwards. And I think you can actually block that off and have it set up just like that, and that'll work good. Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, get back in there. So I'm going to grab these buckets of water and take care of these skeletons, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, now that I got that taken care of, next up I want to do is in the opposite side of where we're going to put them. I set me up a little work area. This is more than likely where I'm going to be pretty close to where I'm going to have them come over and down. And I've set me up an infinite water source temporarily for right here, which you'll need because we're going to start digging up a 1x1 hole tunnel here. So we're going to need signs, and you're going to need a lot of buckets of water. So the main premise of this, I'm going to have 1 bucket here, and then from here on out, every other block is going to have a sign. In between those, I'm going to have to put one here, aren't I? No, I don't. I forget. Alright, we'll go with it. Just for right now, we'll have one there. So what you want to do is start placing your buckets in between those. And placing your signs up above. Now, what we want to do, the whole point of that is the mob's going to come in. They're going to get in the water and go, oh, I'm drowning, I'm going to go up. Oh, drowning, and it sends them straight up and out to wherever you want them to go. In our case, what we want to do is we want to spawn them in here, send them up the chute, a predetermined amount, over, and then drop them 22 blocks. Now, why 22 blocks? Well, because if you drop them 23, they'll die. So we want to drop them 22 blocks and get them to land over here somewhere where we're just 1 hit, real easy kill. That's it. So we're going to want them to drop on this level. We are currently at, our feet is at level, let's see here, 8. And what I say we want to do, we want to do 22 blocks, so we want to go up to level 30. So what I'll do, again, trying to make this video as short as possible, cut out these boring parts. I'll go ahead and get this up to level 30, and then I'll start cutting across, and we'll pick up when I come back. All right, back again with after digging my tunnel up there. Show you a little trick here. So what I want to do is I want to go in and set a waypoint here. So let's just name this spawner. Okay, because you're using Feed the Beast, you're going to have these waypoints. We're going to set it right here where our little room is, because that's kind of where our target's at. So, up, up, and away we go. We're going to go up our water elevator here. And these are tedious to put in, I'm not going to lie. It's not one of my favorite jobs to do. Let's see. There you go. So, we got up here. So we just this way we kind of know. You can also look at your mini map up top. So we're about on top of it, and I'm sure this is getting really dark for you guys. So I apologize. I'm getting some really weird lighting bugs today. I'm just actually going to keep digging this out farther than probably where I need it, because I can always fill it back in. Because we actually want to make this 1 block higher. You want to have this 3 blocks high up here. It keeps them from yeah, and I went back into creative mode to do that just for time sakes, because it's just going to take too long to do it regularly. Yeah, let's just fill it back in just to make it look pretty. So at the back of your tunnel, you're going to need a water source pushing them out. So I always like to just put a thing back like that. It's going to push them out to a certain point, and then you're going to need to drop down 1. And drop another bucket. And this is how I like to determine my end, because usually about 2 buckets worth of water is good to push them over top of where your spawner's at. So that's going to be it. And ooh, there's a little cave. Great. Because usually what you want to do is you want to refill this in real quick. You don't want to make the descent down immediate. You want to have a little ledge from the stop on, and then the other ones to push them off. And again, I learned that from the guru of mob spawner building, Walking Tacos. And I probably should have had him come on here to do this, but time is of the essence, my friend. And that should be it. We're right here. So at the end of this mob trap, it should drop them right here. So let's go up here and see if my math is any freaking good at all. So we're at 29, and I'm off 1. So they're going to be dropping from 29 down to 8, and that's only 21. We need them to go 1 more, which is not a big deal. We'll just make the floor of this down 1 more. And actually, we're going to go 2 more, because on the skeleton spawners, just my personal preference is I like to hit them in the feet. So, like to have their feet at that level there, they have less of a tendency to shoot you when you do it that way. So now all that's left is to we're going to fill in the water source. Usually you would save it until you do your buckets, but again, for video sakes, let's put a block there. Is that going to screw everything up? Yeah, that kind of, oh god, I hate water sometimes. I kind of screwed everything up right there for a second. So yeah, so that should work. That should work swimmingly. Let's very carefully take these torches out. I'm being very careful not to break the spawner since I'm in creative. Oh, and there we go. Seen the first one drop already. So that is kind of how you make a legitimate mob spawner. And I'm going to block the hole I came down in. And I got a mining helmet on because it was just so dark down here. So now they should be spawning like crazy. And let's just take that down there. Now it's just a matter of time to wait for them to drop in. So we'll just take another little break till we get a couple of them built up here. Alright guys, we're back for the last time here. And I had a little bit of technical difficulties there. I did have a problem where the block of water I placed up top that pushed them out of the tunnel. And this way I did place that one block too high. So I went up there and fixed that. And now it seems to be working really good. Made another little modification, something where I can get up in here and all nice and personal on them. And he's got a nice enchanted bow. So once they start dropping, one hits. You use your soul stealer sword and gather the souls. Gives you a nice little boost on the souls. You'll build up your tier 5 shard in no time flat. You still do gather the XP. Not bad either. And yeah, you get a bunch of bones and, you know, bows, arrows, and bones, which always come in handy. That's why I like skeleton spawners better than I do zombie or really just about anything else. So there you go. Basic, simple mob spawner. May not be the best, may not be the proper way to do it, but that's the great thing about Minecraft. You can build stuff however you want, as long as it works. So go read you a book, leave Minecraft running, camp your spawner a little bit, and get those soul shards going, folks. As always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. Thank you. Just want to add this little bonus clip here at the end, because I know I showed this the other day without really going over it, but it's basically the same concept I just showed you there. You could build something like this for your tier 5 spawner out in the open, kind of make it, you know, dress it up, make it look nice. So same water flow, same dimensions around it. There's the gives you a nice view of the water elevator. So sign, water block, up into the pusher. The pusher comes out, drops it down one, drops it down the tube, and into the kill zone. So that's something you can build, and you know, once you get your tier 5 spawner, build it out in the open. Maybe integrate this into your house. I've seen people where they've done it where they've had the glass shoot, you know, part of their house, so you can just see the mobs going by as you're sitting there enjoying yourself. But that's just one idea. Again, that's what's the great thing about Minecraft, is you can come up with whatever the hell you want. So again, James signing off for Feed Your Beast.